Hello students, we have already studied the land use in urban areas. Now we are going to study today the land use in the rural areas. Now basically in the rural area, the land is used majorly in agriculture, non-agriculture. It is used for grazing, it is used for animal husbandry purpose. So such type of use is done in the rural areas. Let us study first what is land use. Why is it necessary to study land use and what type of land uses are done in the rural areas? That we'll study in detail. Land use. The land around us is put to different uses. Different types of lands are suited to different uses. So each and every land which is around us is used for the different purpose. Some land is used for housing purpose, some for garden purpose, some for road purpose. So every land has been used for different purposes. Some land is occupied by rivers, some is occupied by trees, some are occupied by roads, and some are occupied by buildings. Human beings use land as a resource for economic activities, production, as well as residence and recreation. So we use it for economical purpose, we use it for residential purpose, and we use it for recreational, means what? For the entertainment, for our enjoyment purpose. Land use and land management practices have a major impact on natural resources including water, soil, nutrients, plants and animals. So it is also having the impact on water, soil, nutrients, plants and animals also. Land use information can be used to develop solutions for natural resource management issues such as salinity and water quality. So even the quality of water, the salinity issues, the natural resources, all these are also having a great impact on land uses. Land use is the characterization of land based on what can be built on it and what the land can be used for. So according to the speciality of the land, according to its characteristics and features, we will decide which land is suitable for which type of purpose. If the land is having a fertile soil, the water body is near to that particular land, definitely we will use it for agriculture purpose. If the land is not having fertile soil, the soil is completely infertile, so definitely this land will be will be barren land, so we can use it for residential purpose. So according to the feature of that land, we use the land. One definition of the land use is the total of arrangements, activities and inputs that people undertake in a certain land cover type. So whenever the people he performs some activity, he makes some input, he puts some input in the land and make it of some use, then we call it as land use. It's important to note that land use and zoning are not the same. Where land use is the way that people adapt land to suit their needs, zoning is how the government regulates the land. So according to the government plans out that which land should be used for which purpose. So it is the zoning is created by the government rules and regulations. Land use classification in rural areas. Now, how it is classified in rural areas, let us study in detail. Now, the land use in rural areas is totally different from the urban areas. In rural areas, land use revolves around agriculture. So, the main focus of land use in the rural area is only agriculture. In urban area, it revolves around residential and other economic activity. And in the urban area, the case is different. It revolves around the settlement or the residential and on the economic or commercial activities. The classification of land use in rural areas is done according to the Land Record Department. So the Land Record Department classifies how the land should be used. There are many different categories. Categories are like forest, area under permanent pastures and grazing land, non-agricultural uses, barren and wasteland, area under miscellaneous trees, crops and groves, cultivable wasteland, current fallow land, fallow other than current fallow, net sown area land. So these are the different types of land uses which we do in the rural area. Let us study one by one in detail. The first land use in the rural area is forest. The land use which is under or which is covered by the trees is called as forest. So wherever the land is covered by the trees, that type of land is called as forest. Forests are invaluable to all life on the earth. So it is totally invaluable. You cannot give any type of value to the forest. It is working so much for us. Forest land use in a function of social and economic purpose for which land is managed, while forest land cover is a human definition of biological cover observed on land. So what is forest land cover? How we biologically observe the land, whether the land is totally covered by shrubs, whether the land is covered by deciduous or coniferous forest, it is covered by water bodies. So that is the land cover. And what is the use? Which type of how it is socially useful for us, how it is economically and commercially useful for us, that comes under forest land use. Forests cover more about one third of the total land area. So one third of the total land area is almost covered by forest on the whole world. Forests contain most of the world's terrestrial biodiversity. So you in the forest you can see lot of biodiversity. 1.6 billion people depend on forest for their livelihood. So in the whole world, near about 1.6 billion people, they are dependent on the forest for their basic needs, for on their occupation also. Next is non-agricultural uses. The land under settlement, that is rural or urban infrastructure, roads and canals, etc. Industries, shops are included in this category. So the land which is infertile, which is very poor, which is not good for the agriculture purpose is considered as non-agricultural land. So what can be done on this type of land? So on this type of land, the settlements are made, the residential houses are created, roads are built as well as canals are constructed, or an industries or shops are being made. So that type of land is called as non-agricultural land. An expansion is the secondary and tertiary activities would lead to an increase in this category of land use. As this type of land is not suitable for agriculture, so definitely the primary activity is not carried out on this land. So this type of land is definitely used for secondary and tertiary activities like trade, transport and communication. Next is barren and wasteland. The land which may be classified as wasteland such as barren hilly terrains, desert land, ravines, etc. normally cannot be brought under the cultivation with the available technology. So this is a land which cannot be brought under cultivation. You cannot increase the fertility of the soil. You cannot make any changes so that you can make the use of this land in the agriculture purpose. So the barren land covers all barren and uncultivable lands in the mountain, hill slopes, desert and rocky areas. So this type of land is basically seen in the hilly areas, in the hilly slope terrain areas, in the desert areas where you have rocks in plenty. These areas cannot be brought under block except at high input cost with possible low returns. So you cannot bring these areas under cultivation without giving lot of input on it. You have to make so much of costing on it, and after doing also you don't get the 100% result on this type of lands. Area under permanent pastures and grazing land. So pastures and grazing means what? The land which is used by the domestic animals, the herbivorous animals, to consume their food. Their food is the grasses, the pastures which are growing on the land. Most of this type of land is totally owned by panchayat or government. So this type of land is under the government or the panchayat of some village. Only a small portion of this land is privately owned. So there are small portions which are owned by some private humans, or they have their own private property. The land owned by the village panchayat comes under common property resources. So these type of lands are basically under panchayat and government. So all type of people or different people can make use of these lands for their animals, to graze their animals. Grazing takes place mostly in forest and other uncultivable land wherever pasturage is available. So this type of grazing is done in the grasslands where grass is more abundant, and it is basically done on those land where the cultivation is less. You cannot cultivate much type of other agricultural plants. The area presently under pastures and other grazing land is not sufficient, keeping in view the large population of livestock in the country. So, the area under grazing as well as the area under pasture is not sufficient in today's scenario. It is less as compared to the population of livestock. Means the livestock like the cow, the bull, buffaloes, horses, they are more, and the grazing land is very less as compared to their amount. Net area sown. The physical extent of land on which crops are sown and harvested is known as net sown area. So on the land where the crops are sown and harvested is called as net sown area. Cropped area in the year under consideration is called as net sown area. So in one area, how much area is cropped or how much area is under cultivation, it comes under net sown area. This area has a special significance in an agricultural country like India because agricultural production largely depends upon this type of land. So this type of land is having a special and a vital role in the country which is totally dependent on agriculture like India, because large of its occupation and large of its production is dependent on the agriculture and the type of or this type of land. There is an urgent need to increase the net area sown for meeting the food and other requirement of rapidly increasing population in India. Although there is not much scope for increasing area under this category due to natural limitations such as topography, soil, and climate. So, as the population of India is increasing rapidly, it is very much necessary to increase the net sown area to consume this much population. But it is very difficult, or the limitations facing in the net area zone is the topography, the change in the soil fertility, the change in the climate are the limitations which do not meet the net area zone category. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe my channel.